is a wrestling pin, right? This is how you win a match. Nah, not for Edge. This is how he won the match. That is another man's wife. I am telling you, he is a sick, twisted man.
Yo, this man is childish. I didn't pay attention to this shit.
Not too picky and she not too choosy, but sometimes she bougie. I blame her. I'm moving the man, chill like an alien. Chop with the 50, my Uzi is ready. Anthony Davis don't deal with the belly.
What's up with it, YouTube, and welcome back, baby, to another reaction video, bro. Today we're gonna react to Ruinng Jeff's Prime Edge was a savage dog. That is factual information, my nigga. Prime Edge was a menace, my nigga. If you remember Prime Edge and you grew up in like the early 2000s era or 2000 era, bro, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Bro was a straight menace, straight to heaven, sex on freaking on live television, taking this nigga's Matt Hardy's girl. Matter of fact, nigga, and just everybody just being the worst heel that everybody loved though. You hated him, but you also loved him, and it was crazy, yo. He played amazing. Shout out to Edge, bro. Edge one of the legends. But yeah, guys. Without further ado, y'all already know what the business is. Like, comment, subscribe, click that bell, cause we get notifications every time we post, baby. You know the gang. And please share the video, man. But without further ado, let's get to this thing. Yiddy.
Yo, there has never been a wrestler I've hated more in my life than Prime Edge. From 2005 until 2009, if you were watching wrestling and you heard,
"You think you know me?"
Yo, you better hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your championships, because Edge was coming and he was taking it all. Without a doubt, this man was the slimiest, the scummiest, the most disgusting, just the biggest piece of shit. There is no doubt in my mind that this man right here was the...
He was the biggest piece of shit, but he was so good. He was so good, and it made no fucking... It's like he played his character so well. It was like, damn, bro. Like you just had to just admire how good Edge was. You know, if he was slimy, you just love to hate him, and it was crazy, yo.
The biggest supervillain of our childhoods. It all started in 2005 when he took Matt Hardy's girl. While poor Matt Hardy was out nursing a knee injury at home, Edge started nursing Lita on the road. The WWE found out and made it a whole TV storyline. And once that happened, it was a wrap because Edge not only took Matt Hardy's girl, he then proceeded to beat Matt Hardy's ass live on pay-per-view. He took the man's girl and then left his ass a bloody mess in front of millions of people. And then he danced.
Hey, yo, shout out to Matt Hardy for being a good sport, cause nigga, it couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me, bro. Getting beat on live television by the nigga that took your girl. Then on top of it, Matt Hardy has took a lot of fucking L's, dude. Then getting humped on freaking in the middle of a ring by Viscera. Oh my god. What the fuck?
It's on his grave. Yo, Edge did Matt Hardy so dirty that, yo, if a man did me like how Edge did Matt Hardy, I'm going out shooting. But nah, man, as the weeks went by, Edge and Lita just got worse and worse. Once he had Lita by his side, it was GG, because they would come out and every week just wild out on the Raw roster and then proceed to have like the nastiest, sloppiest, the most disgusting makeout sessions every single week. Less than a year into his run, this man took Matt Hardy's girl, beat his ass in front of millions of people, sent him packing to Smackdown, and then walked into New Year's Revolution 2006 and took John Cena's championship. Man, this will forever be the biggest bitch move I have ever seen in my life. Poor John Cena was sitting in there in his own blood. After surviving the Elimination Chamber, after outlasting 6 other men, he was still champion. It's like, yo, what a happy ending. No, there are no happy endings when Edge is involved. Out comes Edge with his Money in the Bank briefcase. He cashes it in and he hits him with 2 spears and ends up becoming the WWE champion. Yo, I'm not lying to you. when I say that this moment traumatized me as a kid. This moment legit had me in shock, and this was a moment where I decided that I will never ever like Edge. I made it my life's mission to hate on Edge. I was going to be the Patrick Beverly of hating Edge. Trust me, you had to be there to understand. I was watching this live and I was so close to tears. I was 7 years old and John Cena was my favorite wrestler. Man. John Cena was my hero, and John Cena always won and he always survived, and he did.
The fact that how everybody felt like John Cena was like, John Cena was not my favorite WWE wrestler in my younger years. Like, if it had to be, it was literally Jeff Hardy, fucking RVD. Who else? Chris Jericho, Stone Cold, The Rock. It was like most people, but it was never like not John. It wasn't ever just John Cena. Like, I mean, I liked the John Cena. He wasn't a bad character by any means, bro. Like, bad at all. I liked him. He was okay. He was good, but he just was never just like my top pick. Like, he'll probably be at my low list, probably like at the 10. He probably is in my top 10, but as far as being my favorite, nah, bro. I don't see how everybody had him as a top favorite.
That was the thing. He did win the match. He did survive, but then this guy, this piece of shit, just came in there and took the championship. And this moment changed me as a kid. The next night, he proceeded to celebrate that championship win by having a live sex celebration.
Oh my God.
How is this even allowed? Imagine being 7 years old and you're...
Yo, I remember that, yo. The fact that... and the fact that I was watching it live at my house, yo, and my mama told me I couldn't end up watching it that night because of that shit. Because he saw something like, what the fuck? Yo, she made me tuck that shit off, yo. Like, yo.
Favorite wrestler gets clapped by this guy, and the next night you gotta watch him have sex on live TV while you watch with your grandma. Do you guys see why I hate this man? Edge was just a sick, twisted man. Not only did he take girlfriends and championship belts, for some reason, he also loved abusing old men for no reason. I remember watching Raw, and all I see is Edge just beating up a 57-year-old Ric Flair in a TLC match. Why the f was Ric Flair in a TLC match? All you see is Ric Flair bleeding all over the damn place, getting suplexed off a ladder and just dying, and Edge is just there having the time of his life abusing this poor old man. Of course, this was also the year he speared Mick Foley through a flaming table, but do you guys remember what he did in the mixed tag match at One Night Stand 06? As everyone knows, right, this is a wrestling pin, right? This is how you win a match. Nah, not for Edge. This is how he won the match. That is another man's wife. I am telling you, he is a sick, twisted man.
Yo, this man is childish. I didn't pay attention to this shit. This nigga was... Yo, Edge is fucking wild, dude. What the fuck?
He needed to be stopped, right? He was running around doing this to another man's wife the same night he cost Cena the championship, and then a few weeks later, he casually went to John Cena's house and slapped his dad in the living room. This guy was possessed. He was just the definition of evil. I'm surprised he didn't wrestle in like Black Air Forces. Yo, he needed to be stopped, man. He needed to be stopped, but that was a problem. He could never be stopped because every time he got clapped, every time someone did anything to Edge, he would disappear for a bit, but he would always come back, and he would always come back even stronger, even scummier, even slimier. This man was like the Frieza of WWE. Let me show you what I mean, okay? So John Cena threw this man into a lake, right? He threw him off a ladder into a bunch of tables. He beat him in a cage match. And I remember watching WrestleMania 23. When Jeff Hardy dropped the leg drop on him, it looked like Edge died. It literally looked like Edge died, and that was the greatest moment of my life. Seeing Edge get carried away on a stretcher, I was like, yes, he's dead. He's gone. He's not winning this match. Edge is not a problem anymore.
You thought.
But no, because he only came back slimier and scummier. It was May 2007, and it was an episode of Smackdown. The main event was super hyped up, and it was for the World Heavyweight Championship. It was Batista versus The Undertaker. Both men escaped at the exact same time, and The Undertaker, he got clapped, no doubt, but he was still walking out champion, and it was respectable. Yes, The Undertaker was a respectable champion. But then, Mark Henry's music played, and I'm like, okay. So Mark Henry just beats up The Undertaker, leaves him lying there dead, and it's like, all right, cool, Mark. I don't know why you're acting up. Not like the Undertaker's gonna beat your ass next week. It was minor. Mark Henry was not a problem. And I was like, all right, cool. What a great episode of Smackdown. I can't wait for next week. It was amazing. You know, time to go to sleep.
Nah, baby, you know who comes.
But then it happened.
You think
you can know me?
On Smackdown.
If you can know me!
On the show that was supposed to be my safe place. On Friday night. On the night that I was not supposed to see him. Out came Edge. Yo, he had the briefcase in his hand and it was happening again. It was literally happening again. It was like deja vu. Remember how I said he traumatized me in 06 when he cashed in on John Cena? Well, you know what? This was worse. This was on Smackdown. This was on the show he wasn't even on. He was a Raw wrestler. But nah, here he is. Yo, Smackdown was my safe space. Okay, this was supposed to be the show that he would never appear. My edge guard was all the way down. I was chilling. I was relaxing. But no, here he comes out there once again. And once again, he finesses the system and becomes world heavyweight champion. The poor Undertaker is lying there in his blood. He is deader than usual. And Edge just goes in there and becomes champion. And at that point, that's when I realized, yo, it didn't matter if it was Raw. It didn't matter if it was Smackdown. It didn't matter if you were at home because he'll take your wife on the road. And if you aren't at home, it doesn't matter. He'll go home and slap your dad. Like, it didn't matter if you were 7 years old. It didn't matter if you were a dead man. Edge was always going to tweak. And yo, I swear to you, this was the worst thing he ever did. Because once Edge came to SmackDown, this man reached another level. I thought Edge was bad on Raw, but no. Once he came to SmackDown, it was over. Edge for the next few years would go on to pillage, ravage, just destroy SmackDown with the scummiest tactics I had ever seen in my life. Every time there was a match where I'm like, oh my god, Edge is finally gonna die. No, he never died. He always won with a roll up. He won by escaping the cage, running through the crowd. Every time I'm like, yo, he's finally gonna get clapped. He never did. And if by some divine miracle he did get clapped, it didn't matter. Okay, it didn't matter. In July of 2007, he actually got injured, and that meant he had to give up his title. He had to surrender the title, and he was no longer a champion. And I remember being so happy just sitting there watching Edge in the ring. He was crying, and he gave the title to Teddy. I was really happy. I'm like, yo, the bad man's gone. Great. But no, it was not great because he always came back. And he always came back scummier than ever. It was November of 2007. Edge had been gone for 4 months. 4 months of bliss, 4 months of awesomeness, 4 months of not seeing his stupid face. And it was Survivor Series 07. It was Batista and The Undertaker in an amazing Hell in a Cell match. Everything was fine, and I really wanted Batista to win as usual. And I thought that it was gonna happen, right? I was pretty confident. And then all of a sudden, the cameraman starts tweaking. Yes, the cameraman. Yo, this guy, Edge disguised himself as a cameraman in the Hell in a Cell and just went in there and just started beating up everyone. He hit him with a camera, got a bunch of chairs, just blasted everyone.
Yo, like Edge, come on, baby. This nigga didn't give a fuck. Yo. As the cameraman, though, bro. As a cameraman, this man was wild.
One's head just left everyone a bloody mess, and he was back. Just like that, Edge was back. And at first, I was like, all right, whatever. You know, Taker and Batista are going to kill him. You know, it's no problem. Nope. No, it was a huge problem because at Armageddon 07, the next month on pay-per-view, it was a triple threat match. Batista, Undertaker, and Edge. Well, you know what? We thought it was a triple threat match because that was not the case. This man brought stunt doubles to a wrestling match, and not just one, but two. He brought in two idiots that looked just like him and basically had them around the ring playing dead, playing dummy. Bro, what the all you see is Edge getting clapped. But no, apparently it's not Edge. Then you see Edge getting clapped again. No, it's not Edge. Then you see like two Edges on the floor while another Edge is in there. I can't. You already know what happened. He finessed the system and he walked out champion once again. Bro, what? How? Where? Who? Huh? Nah, it was too much. This guy was using military tactics in a wrestling match. This guy was out here using guerrilla warfare, using dummy. I can't. So he was world champion once again, right? But that wasn't enough for Edge. No. He wanted to reach out.
You gotta condone Edge, bro, for being a fucking entertainer. That is funny as hell. This nigga had doppelgangers come to a triple threat match to save his ass, bro. He played the character so good. Like, the script was so fucking good back then, yo. Like, literally. Everything up to, like, 2010, everything was good as fuck with the Canadian wrestling, bro. The promos, the fucking, from 2000 to 2010, bro. Like, everything was good, bro. I give a little bit out to 2000. I stopped at 2012, 2013, I think, with wrestling. Or maybe a little bit further on. But everything was so good when it came in. Something had its little offs, but when it came to Edge, bro, his storylines was fucking magnificent, bro. It was crazy.
Another level of peak sliminess. He needed protection. He needed security. He needed the weight to ensure that he stayed at the top. So what does he do? He ends up in a relationship with Vickie Guerrero. Vickie Guerrero basically becomes Edge's sugar mama, and these two buffoons begin to run Smackdown. Every week they would come out and these bozos would screw over all of Smackdown. The clips of Edge and Vickie kissing legit make me want to gag. Edge was that desperate. Edge was that slimy and disgusting that he got with Vickie Guerrero, and yo, they were the definition of evil. I remember Vickie made a TLC match at One Night Stand Away, and the stipulation was if the Undertaker lost to Edge, he had to be forced to leave the WWE. So what happens in the match? Well, Edge and Vickie have like the armed forces basically go out there like it's a Desert Storm operation, and they make sure that the Undertaker does not win this match. Edge wins the match, and the Undertaker was banished from the WWE. Nah, yo, Edge was a sick man. At one point, he was even engaged to Vickie Guerrero. They were going to get married on an episode of SmackDown. But luckily, at the wedding, Triple H came out and showed Vickie and the world footage of Edge cheating on Vickie. And this resulted in the wedding getting called off, and Vickie went crazy. Vickie went mental. She called off the wedding. She hated Edge, and she made sure that Edge was gonna pay for this. So what she does is make Edge take on the Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell match. And everyone's like, yay, Edge is finally gonna get clapped. Everything's gonna catch up to Edge. It's the end. It's over. And that's what happens, right? The Undertaker destroys Edge in a Hell in a Cell match. He chokeslams him from a ladder through the ring, sets it on fire, basically killing Edge. And it's like, yes, finally. He's done. He's dead. Edge is over. Like, we can move on with our lives.
So you're dumb.
No.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
It was November of 2008, okay? Edge had disappeared, Edge was dead, and now Jeff Hardy stepped up, and Jeff Hardy really took Edge's place, and now he was the top guy on SmackDown. Everyone wanted to see Jeff Hardy become the WWE champion, and he was so close. So Survivor Series 08, the main event was going to be a triple threat match. Jeff Hardy versus Vladimir Kozlov versus Triple H for the WWE championship. And this was finally going to be the night that Jeff finally wins the big one. But right before the show, news comes out that Jeff Hardy was found unconscious at his hotel and that he wouldn't be able to wrestle at the show. So the match became Vladimir Kozlov versus Triple H. Great. Amazing. So the match is taking place and everyone's like, yo, we want Jeff. Where is Jeff? We want Jeff. And everyone is just hoping and praying that Jeff Hardy comes in and wins the match. So 10 minutes into the match, they're obviously having a 5-star classic, right? It's Kozlov and Triple H. 5-star classic. Out comes Vickie Guerrero. And at this point, I had never been so happy to see Vickie Guerrero in my life, and she comes out and she's all happy, she's excited, and she's like, we promised you a triple threat match and that's what you're gonna get. Everyone's like, yo, really it's happening? And she starts screaming, he's here, he's here. And I was so amped, I was ready, I was about to do my Jeff Hardy dance, I'm jumping for joy, and then all you hear,
you think you know me?
Bro,
yes,
what kind of is why is he here? I thought Edge was dead. I thought Edge was done, but no, apparently Edge came back from the dead in a match that I never in my wildest dreams thought Edge was going to be involved. He went in there and for like the 50th time in 3 years, he went in there and he ruined everything. I wanted Jeff Hardy to win the championship. Somehow Edge walks out the champion. I can't. It just became a routine.
Right, he just kept breaking the rules, bro.
It was like, yo, every 4 months, I'm sorry, my guy, but Edge is coming in. Edge is going over. Edge is gonna ruin everything. It doesn't matter. You can kill him, put him through tables, put him through the ring, set him on fire, put him through a ladder. It didn't matter. No matter what, this guy always came back. He always came back. He became champion. He prevailed, slimier and scummier than ever. Edge always prevailed. It would be like the most random pay-per-views. No Way Out 2009, right? He goes in as champion, he loses in 3 minutes. Oh, doesn't matter, I guess I can't be WWE champion. I'll just go become world heavyweight champion. I'll just go beat up Kofi Kingston before his match and just become the champion. Like, yo, this is the thing. It's like rules didn't apply for Edge. This guy broke all the rules. He bent all the rules. Whatever he wanted, he did. This guy was the worst. He was the ultimate supervillain. Yo, nobody was safe, and I literally hate this man. What this man did from 2005 until 2009, it's illegal. He needs to be arrested. He should have been prosecuted. I can't. There has never been a a wrestler, and there never will be a wrestler who will ever be on his level of being as slimy, as scummy, and as disgusting as him. This man is single-handedly responsible for 98% of my childhood trauma. For all the PTSD I have, it's because of this guy. It was just too much, man. No matter what show, what championship, he would always be there. He would just be ready to ruin.
You can hate on how much you want. Edge, great fucking guy, yo. Great character. Great, bro. Fuck, it's kind of like you have the hate relationship the same way you had a hate relationship with Orton. Orton used to be fucking putting goddamn 50, 60-year-old fucking wrestlers and shit, bro, because he's a legend killer, bro. It was crazy. You hate him, but you love this. Got this nigga, like, bro, he was dope. Not gonna lie.
And at all, this man, I swear to you, he gave me PTSD. Whenever something good happened as a kid while I was watching wrestling, whenever something positive happened, in the back of my head, I was always there like, oh shit, what if I hear that sound?
You think you know me?
Yo, man, it was just too much. But yeah, man, jokes aside, respect to Edge. At the end of the day, Edge is responsible for so many moments of our childhood that we're never going to forget. Even though in the moments we hated it, even though it hurt, even though he did everything to ruin everything for us, he was actually making the moments for us. Because of Edge, I'm never gonna forget when he cashed in against Cena or The Undertaker, when he came back to ruin everything for Jeff Hardy. A movie or a TV show can only be as good as the villain, and it's the same thing for WWE. Edge was the perfect villain for the perfect era, and Edge literally made our childhoods. So yo, do I still hate Edge? Of course. Will I always hate Edge? Of course. He's always going to be my #1 villain, my #1 enemy. But at the end of the day, I know deep down that this man made our childhood so special.
Bro.
At the end of the day, I am so glad that I grew up in the era where I got to see Edge be the villain of my childhood.
No cap, bro. Real talk. Edge deserves his rose. That's why he's still here, bro. The man is still wrestling. If I'm not mistaken, he still is wrestling. I know because I don't keep up with WWE as much, but I do know he ended up turning back not too long ago. Probably like a year or so ago. Probably, I don't know. But he deserves to get his flowers while he's still here, bro. Because bro has made a lot of moments for us. Like, swear to God, like video game history, bro. The spear, nigga. He made that shit infamous. I don't care about Rhino. I don't care about Goldberg. I don't care about none of them niggas. All I care about is Edge. Edge literally made that move his, bro. He made it his. Like, and you can't deny it, bro. The whole, when he freaking pulled his hair up, he had the beady eyes, bro. Looking like he finna go direct, bro. Like, he made it his, bro. And he made a statement in the WWE. As to be the scummiest dude, but he was such an entertaining man, bro. Like, it's crazy, yo. Like, people love to sleep on Edge, bro. Edge was fucking amazing. But yeah, guys, a further ado, y'all already know, bro. If y'all want to see me react to any more wrestling or any other reaction videos you want to see me react to, I got y'all. Y'all know I do. But a further ado, y'all already know what the business is. Check your lips out this time. Peace.